what to do with it. First lesson of economics. We primarily get paid for value. That's lesson one. Bringing value to the marketplace, that's how you get paid. You don't get paid for the time. I know it takes time to bring value to the marketplace, but you get paid for the value, not the time. Now, since that's true, here's one of the key questions of the evening. Is it possible to become twice as valuable at the marketplace and make twice as much money in the same time? Could you become 3 times as valuable? Make 3 times as much money in the same time? Is that possible? The answer is yes, if. And it's always if, right? Life is known as the big if. Harry Truman once said, life is iffy. How true? And here's the big if we're going to consider it tonight. It's possible to do much better at the marketplace if you go to work primarily.
Good morning, Betty.
Good morning, Sebo.
Hope you are doing well.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. I received your work to try to do.
Okay.
Which is good. So after we shall get it there, maybe Monica will be around and you guys will present this assignment yourselves. Explaining one point at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, because that will show us that you really read and understood.
Okay.
In case of any issues, we shall be here to correct.
All right.
Yeah. Then don't know why. Okay, that's okay. Now, last time we talked about so I don't know whether you can see this clearly. So
Yes, I'm seeing.
So today we want to look at several things, but majorly we shall start with the characteristics of computers. So what are those behaviors that a device must manifest for it to be considered a computer? So you have many mechanical devices around, many electronic devices around, but some of them are not computers. And how can we categorize the others as computers? So those devices must manifest these behaviors or these characteristics for us to consider them to be computers. And
Yes.
some of the examples are speed.
Mm.
So if you have any device that is so fast in its operation,
Mm.
consider it to be a computer. So because computers are so fast that they can
Yeah.
process millions of instructions per second,
Mm.
and we refer to it as MIPS, millions of instructions per second. So
Mm.
that's one characteristic. Then we have another one called automation.
Mm.
It is the ability of computers to perform programmed routines without being monitored. It's like us
Yeah.
human beings, only that some people are always uh, they want supervision. They want to be supervised. Do this, do this, do this. And then with computers, if you have programmed routines like non-stop music, you can make computers perform programmed routines like non-stop music, like robots. You can ask a robot to prepare, not asking, but you can program a robot to prepare you breakfast. And then it will be able to prepare breakfast and bring it and serve it to your table. So because of automation, that is possible. So you can make a computer print. If, for example, we have this document, it's made up of many pages, as you can see. The pages are very many. Now, because of that, we can make this booklet printed out by a computer, but we command it to print it out once. So it will go on printing all these many pages until they are over because of automation that is possible. So computers are capable of performing programmed routines without being monitored. Then we have other characteristics that the device may show, and then we consider it to be a computer. Like this one, diligence. Diligence means that it is the ability of a computer to perform the same task again and again and again without getting tired of doing the same task. So that is diligence. Let me ask you a question. Can you eat posho and beans from January to December without getting tired of it?
No, of course you can't.
You eat it breakfast, you eat it lunch, you eat it supper. So that's
No.
possible. Sitting in the same place for the whole day is impossible.
Mm-mm. Mm.
Most people like sleeping, but again, they can't spend the whole day in their bed.
Yeah.
So we humans, sometimes we are not diligent because we easily get bored of doing something. So,
Mm.
but with computers, for them, they can do the same task over and over again without getting tired of doing it. So like, imagine computers that serve the internet. They are always connected. They are always on. If you go to Google and search whatever you want, those computers are able to respond to you and give you the answers. Even your phone, as long as it has power, it can still be on for as many days as long as it is connected to power. Even when you set it to play music, it can play maybe the same song repeatedly without getting tired of it. So that's being there. And because of that, computers are diligent. They can do the same thing or perform the same task over and over again without getting tired of it. Then we have accuracy. Accuracy is that one means computers hardly make any mistake. They are capable of correcting mistakes. So they don't make mistakes, but again, they have also the ability to correct the mistakes that we, the users, make. For example, instead of writing the word boy, I write this one. So the computer now is detecting that there must be a problem. That's why it is really underlining this word.
Yeah.
So it is detecting the mistake. And when I right-click right there, it gives me spelling suggestions right here that it thinks that I wanted to write. So computers are, they hardly make any mistake, and they are capable of correcting mistakes that are made by the user. So have you ever heard of this one? Giggle. Giggle means garbage in, garbage out. Garbage in, garbage out. So this means when the computer warns you, like, for example, you write the word boy like that, the computer warns you that that spelling is wrong.
Yeah.
You insist and say that's what I want, or you aim to change it. For it will not force itself to change it. No. It will wait for you either to change it or you leave it. Now, when you print this out on the paper, this is exactly what you will get on the paper. So when the computer warns you that what you have entered is wrong, and then you don't change it, expect that wrong result to be displayed or to be given back to you because it was wrong. Even if you are adding numbers and you wanted to add maybe 12 plus 13, and instead of typing 13 here, you type 45, already does not know what you wanted. So it will give you the result for this. So you enter in garbage, it gives you garbage.
Yeah.
So if you said you wanted to add maybe 12 plus 14, but then you write 12 plus 12, for it will give you the correct answer that should be got when you add these two. But mind you, you supplied it with the wrong values. If you wanted to add 12 plus, for example, 15, and then instead you got 12. So it does the same thing, but basing on what you forced it to do. Otherwise, it will correct you when you make a mistake. Then we also have artificial intelligence. Here, computers are capable of responding to instructions given to them by the user. Like, always go to Google and search, what is this? What is this? Who is the
Yeah.
this? So it has, computers are intelligent artificially that they can respond to instructions given to them. So whatever thing you ask the computer to do, it responds to you, either with a solution or with a message that it couldn't perform that request you asked it to, but it responds. Now, let me give you several examples of artificial intelligence. Have you ever heard of self-driven cars?
Are they the ones that they call automatic?
No. Okay, with automatic cars, those ones normally have automatic gears. You don't engage in the gear, you yourself manually. No. They also have that intelligence of artificial intelligence, whereby as you're driving a car, it reaches at a certain speed and it detects that now at this level I need to engage myself a new gear. So it does it automatically because it has a computer chip in it. That's why it's able to respond like that. There is one called Rolls-Royce. If you get time, you search about it. It has that artificial intelligence. For it, it can pick you, for example, from Entebbe and then brings you to Kampala. When you are just sleeping, you don't, it drives itself automatically. It knows when to make a corner, when to increase the speed, when to reduce. It reads even the traffic lights. So that car is a full explanation of what artificial intelligence is. It is all made up of computer chips and computer technology. So the moment you enter into it, there is no driver. It welcomes you and then asks you where or which destination do you want to go to. And then you know to define to answer it. Actually, you just stop. I want to go to Kampala at Serena Hotel. So it says, okay, it can tell you to tighten your belt and then enjoy the journey. So it will turn and move up to the destination you asked it to go. And the moment you reach there, it tells you, it updates you that, please, you've reached your destination. But such a car cannot be, in some countries, it cannot work there.
Because I've never seen it in Uganda.
Yeah, you've never. But for the reason that that car uses what we call artificial intelligence to detect the labels that are on the road. So when it finds that they are traffic lights, it can read using the cameras connected to it. It can see that these are ready traffic lights, so it stops. If they are reading green, it moves.
Yeah.
But our cars in Uganda, sorry, our roads in Uganda are not labeled. Where there should be traffic lights, there are no traffic lights. where there is a signpost, speed signpost, like for example, it should run 50 kilometers per hour. There are
Mm.
no posters, there are no signposts.
Yeah.
So that's why it's hard for such a car to work in Uganda. But in other
Okay.
countries where there is standardized roads, then
Mm.
such a car can work. Like in USA, that car is there
Mm.
already working. So that's artificial intelligence. Uh,
Okay.
if it is night, that car can automatically turn on the lights, the overhead lights to see properly.
Mm.
And it is there, it again turns them off. Another example of another example of artificial intelligence.
Mm.
No, one day in USA, one of the families were having breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Then, as they were seated on around the dining table,
Mm.
a child poured water onto the table. I don't know whether it was mistakenly or intentional, but I think it was
Mm.
intentional. So the mother had to slap that boy. So the mother slapped the boy, and then
Mm.
in response to maybe disciplining the child. Now,
Yeah.
after that breakfast, they parted for work. Now, the
Mm.
following day, when parents were not home, the parents were not home, the boy came maybe on the dining table to have something to eat. Now,
Mm.
in the previous day, as they slapped this boy, the robot serving at their home was looking at them. Now,
Mm.
when this boy came back on the table and did the same, parents were not there, but he came back on the dining table and again poured water on the table.
Mm.
What the robot did, because it was there again, it came and slapped the boy.
It hit.
See, because of artificial intelligence, these computers
Yeah.
now can learn. That
Mm.
can be a very big problem. Now, you know, with the parents, when they are beating their children, there is a way they don't overheat them.
Exactly.
Now, with the robot, for it does not know those things. It hit the boy seriously with a slap.
Mm.
It did exactly what the parent did. Yeah, because this machine now have the capability to learn from
Yeah.
previous
Yeah.
experience. That is
Mm.
artificial intelligence. Now, when you look at your keyboard or the mobile phone you are using, there are some
Mm.
words you type for the first time and they are not there.
Yeah.
Be it Uganda words or any language. But the next time you
Mm.
type the same word, it now brings it out.
Mm.
Just tap and it gets written there. That is
Wow.
artificial intelligence.
Wow.
So
Yes.
mobile phones have that capability of learning from previous experiences. So
Mm.
uh, that's how interesting artificial intelligence is. Then there is
Mm.
these road roadside lights. I don't know whether you, but they are supposed to be there even because they are even in Uganda. I think even abroad they are there. Now,
Mm.
those power saving road lights, for them, when
Mm.
you come close to it, it turns itself on. When you bypass
Yeah.
and go, it goes off. So there
Mm.
is no one looking around, and maybe when they see you coming close, it turns itself on. And when you go,
Yeah.
it turns off. Now, that one is possible because there is an integrated computer chip within those lights, which detects motion or heat of the human being or a car or anything that it knows it may need light. So it turns it on and then it goes off automatically after sensing it.
Yes.
That is all about.
Artificial intelligence.
Okay. And another characteristic a device must manifest to be categorized as a computer is storage.
Storage.
Yes, for any device, called a computer to work, it must have some form of workspace where it stores the data for processing so that when it is asked for any information, it is able to respond. You see, Google kind of technology, those are all computers, but all the responses we get from Google must be stored somewhere. And if that information you're asking for from Google is not stored or does not exist on the storage memory, then we shall not be having that Google work. So it will tell you there is no response. So for any computer to work, it must have that form of workspace where it stores the data. And this is the reason why babies talk. I mean, babies don't talk. Because their brain is empty when they are born.
Yeah.
You see, some people used to say, babies don't talk because they are young, because they don't have teeth. That is wrong. There are some old
We
people that grow.
usually think because they are connected to heaven, they shouldn't tell us what is there.
You see, there are several perspectives different views that people have as to why they don't talk.
Yeah.
Everyone is connected to heaven because everyone so.
Yeah.
So when people grow old, they sometimes lose all their teeth, but they can still talk. Now, the reason why babies don't talk is because their brain has nothing, completely no word. And as they grow, they hear you speak, they hear different words from different